Hi everyone! Welcome to this evening's video. Pretty Bird decided not to wait. She went ahead and jumped in the tub while I was still getting it ready for her. It's not an unusual thing for her to do. She does whatever she wants after all, right? Right, Pretty Bird? Yeah. Are you swimming? Yay! Pretty Bird, are you splashing? Are you gonna drown Mama's bathroom again? Yay! Alrighty, so for everyone who doesn't know, I'm sure a lot of people wonder how, or especially, if there are any younger viewers that ever see this video, you probably wonder how they stay dry for so long. Because if you say, for an example, took one of our cockatiels, and you just sprayed them with a little bit of water, their feathers would immediately start soaking up that water, and they would get really wet and heavy. And well, with ducks, geese, and swans, and other waterfowl, that's not the case. The reason why is actually, let me turn off that water. There you go, Pretty Bird. The reason why is actually because they have an oil gland. Whoa, and that oil gland is, above their tail. If you can see that X on the back, it's basically right in between that X right there on the back of her, where her feathers are. See that X, how it goes, the flight feathers? It's right in between that X, right in the center. And that oil gland provides them with a very special oil that they spread all over their feathers, all over their body, and their beak, and their feet, and all over, every time that they preen themselves or groom themselves. And what that oil does, it basically makes them waterproof. They're not just waterproof. They use that oil, and that's literally all over all their feathers. And I can tell you guys, it doesn't feel the same as like traditional oils. It's like, I've gotten it on my fingers before, especially when she was younger. I would, try and show her that it was there, because I don't know if it was because she didn't have any other geese around, where she didn't know it existed. She just didn't preen when she was a baby. It wasn't something that she really did. She stayed wet a lot longer. I had to help her dry, and I was really worried about it, to be honest, because I felt like I was kind of failing her. And so I would show her by stimulating her oil gland, and all you gotta do is just kind of like touch it very lightly, like barely at all, and I'd kind of just go over it. And she was several weeks old by this time, so not an itty-bitty gosling anymore. And I would start kind of trying to spread it all over her body, like just while I'm petting her, I would try to, kind of pet over that area and then pet it all over her body to try and give her some level of, what's it called, the word, buoyancy, or some, level of being able to float better and stay dry longer. Now, it's not like these guys don't get wet. You're going to notice throughout this video that Pretty Bird is actually thoroughly washing herself while she's in the bathtub, which is going to cause all of her feathers to get soaking wet. And she's doing that intentionally. Now, they don't generally do this every single time they're in the water, if they're in the wild, because, they have access to water whenever they feel like it. And in Pretty Bird's case, she doesn't, because she's a pet goose. She lives indoors most of the time, and we don't have a beautiful yard where I can have a nice pool set up for her, which we will in the future. So this right here is actually a goose cleaning herself. She is washing, and she is flapping her wings and all that, because she's making sure to get out everything in between and all over her feathers and between her feathers. And as you can see, she's cleaning herself, and she's also trying to get out the old feathers that she is molting right now. Still molting, guys, still molting. I mean, imagine how annoying. You are losing and growing new teeth for several months in a row, once a year. That would be pretty annoying, pretty painful, all over your body. So, but yeah, she's busy trying to clean herself really good. So she's actually going to get pretty wet. But even though she's going to get pretty wet, it only takes her probably about, I want to say 10 minutes or so for being completely soaked until she's going to be just about almost all the way dry again. And that's pretty crazy, how fast that happens. Because, I mean, when my cockatiels take little baths or little showers, I mean, I got to keep them warm for a long time. I got to make sure all the AC is off. I got to make sure to turn the heater on or turn the AC off. I got to make sure the windows are closed, you know, because they're going to be wet for a long time and they're going to be real cold. Whereas Pretty Bird, well, she dries up and warms up really fast compared to them because she's made for water. Right, Pretty Bird? Yeah. And that's also why their feet have those webs. They basically work as paddles. Like, we have paddles on a boat to move the boat along. And that's actually what paddles were designed after. It's after these animals that have paddle-looking feet and such that can move them along very quickly, actually. And that's not the only thing that moves them along. Their feet, sometimes she just hangs her feet and she just moves her body kind of side to side, her backside, her butt area, her feathers, and just that motion kind of makes her float forward slowly. And that's also how they steer. If you pay attention to her tail, now she's using her feet a lot because she can reach the ground, but her tail actually, you can see that it can actually move from side to side. Well, are you gonna show him or what? She's like, what are you doing? Why are you holding the phone above me? See, if you pay attention to her tail, you're going to notice that her tail moves. Pretty far from one side to the other side. Up, you getting ready to do a big bird? Are you getting ready to do a big bird? No, no big birds? What is it? What, big bird? What? What do you see? What are you scared of? What is it? What? What is it? Pretty Bird, what's wrong? You guys see this? How she's suddenly sitting over here? She saw something she wasn't sure about. She comes close to me. She checks it out. She decided it wasn't dangerous, so she goes back to playing. It's something she does outside too. She gets scared of something, she gets close to me while she's checking it out when she's unsure. Kind of like to huddle together. Safety in numbers. Oh, pretty. Yay, Pretty Bird! Are you playing? Are you playing? Are you Mama's Goose Goose? Goose, 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 goose. Pretty Bird. Oh, splash, splash, splash. Ah! I'm getting a shower too, by the way. And again. Yeah. I've literally got water. This is like what I look like all over. Like, I've got water dripping off of me. Look at this. As if I just stuck my hand in the water, and I didn't. This is just what I look like all over. And again. There you go. It's another one of the things about having a goose. If you have a pet goose that's indoors, and guess what? You're going to have to be there when they take baths and showers and stuff, and they're gonna splash you. pretty bird. Are you having fun? Anyway, so yeah, so she's cleaning herself. She's trying to make sure that she's getting in between all of those little crevices, between every single feather, and she's getting water all over. She's doing this intentionally so that she can rinse out every little area of her body, so that when she gets out of the bathtub that she'll be nice and clean. And I think it's so cute when she does this, because it looks so adorable. I don't know if you guys can agree with me on that. I would assume you do. I think it's so funny how she like flutters her wings around and splashes everything. And I mean, I know I'm pitch wet, and you know, thank technology for having waterproof phones, because I would not have been able to record this with older cell phones. They would not survive. I would have to get a new phone every time my goose takes a bath. But yeah, Pretty Bird is having a blast. She's in her element. She's happy. Oh, oh, Big Bird! Yay! Hi, Pretty Bird. Are you all done? Are you all done? No? Not yet? And when she does that, she's actually trying to get water over her body. She's basically rinsing off her entire body by doing that. She's like shoveling water onto her back. And I actually love this movement because it's like they're doing a wave, like moving with the water. I don't know. I feel like it looks like she's trying to do a breakdancing move or something. Oh, Big Bird! Are you a big bird? Are you all done now? Huh? Are you all done now, babies? Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Oh, that water's nice and warm. That's another thing. Pretty Bird prefers her water to be nice and warm, just about the same temperature we would take a bath in. Now keep in mind, geese and ducks actually have a higher body temperature than humans do. Yes, you guys do. So I'm not burning her. This is the same water I would take a bath in. And that's what she prefers, actually. If I don't drain this right away and she jumps in it again, say like in 40 minutes or something, she'd actually jump out of it pretty quickly for the simple fact that she doesn't like cold water. You guys can actually find a video of Pretty Bird. Big Bird! You guys can actually find a video of Pretty Bird where I did forget to drain the tub and she jumps into the water and it's cold. And you guys can see the difference in behavior, like compared to what she does when the water is nice and warm, compared to when it's cold and she's just kind of like, hey, wait a minute, that's not right. She's a spoiled goose. Yes, she is. Yeah. Alright, Pretty Bird, you ready to come out? Are you all done? Pretty Bird, up, up? Up, up? She knows what it means. Up, up always means going up or down something. I say it every time we go up on the sidewalk, or when she gets out of the tub, or when I pick her up. Up, up? Pretty Bird. Are you coming? Up, up? See? She knows what it means. Come on, up, up? Yes, Mama will pick you up. Mama will pick you up, you spoiled goose. She can jump out of this no problem herself. She's just lazy. Right, Pretty Bird? Yeah.